welcome back to Phoenix Wright Justice for All. Yeah. Do you know that Von Kramer's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time, all by herself. She's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, for all you've gone through. Good morning! Two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, good morning, girl. You'll be safe today, Mr. Wright. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearl. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important. I don't feel confident enough without her home. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearl, not this again. Please, can you do this favor for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you two here a long time. Yeah, thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Court is now in session for the trial of Maya. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, foolish fool wearing foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who's never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Monica. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room alone. What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your point? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation. I mean, it's Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit several times. on Mystic Maya. Spirit summoning technique? A technique to remove a spirit from the body and send it back to the other world. Yes, that is. You, be quiet. Now, something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could... Mystic Maya. She escaped from the room. What? Here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Order, order, order. Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short moment. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. What is the evidence? After we heard the gunshot, those two broke the door. I want to do this. Hold it! During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head. And this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however.
Objection!
The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya. Question further? So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what happened. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What? Pray tell us. This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what had happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, let's continue with what happened.
Hold it!
You fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Have you witness elaborate on that point for us? Okay, new evidence. I think this is right. These 5 here. Profile. What is this? A bullet hole on the clothing box. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could escape from you so easily.
Objection!
Have you forgotten already the Symphony's race? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically alive. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given a chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... So, if there's a bullet hole here, and there's this clothes, cloth scrap, so this cloth scrap is from this clothes, and she probably went out of the room and did either costume and incinerator, or I don't think I should do this. Just now, you said those two. Who are the two people you're referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, yes, sir. Wada's not a foreign, despite how she tells us. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I can already see people on the right gearing up for a ride. In any case, I have already sent their repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that? Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea what your defendant did. I would think that's obvious. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's right. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. I can't see a crack in her testimony. What should we do? For now, we should try and get more information on her. After we get more information from her, we may be able to use it later to our advantage. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... Another what? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Question further again, there was another reason you would have thought us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Mr. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us now. That's my end for you. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes, that is exactly. Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room. Eenie Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, Eenie Miney. I'm, researching, parapsychology stuff at the, university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's, I guess, most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that is. But I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes. No, then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya. Is this correct? I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine, for my sake. When the channeling started, I was, sleeping in the side room. A little later, someone came into the room, really suddenly. It was, oh my god, totally my sister. I, hadn't seen her in, so long. I was so happy in, a sad way. My sister, she, told me something, totally terrible. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister. Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... witness. Yeah. In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Do I totally, really have to? Of course. Miss Miney, please. My sister, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimony point to this as the truth. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are common. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was. Yeah, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, please. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. Okay. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. This one more entertaining than the last. Okay. She wrote this. First thing I want to do is... Something terrible? What was this thing she told you? Huh? Like, didn't I just tell you? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool, a foolish secret, only speaks foolishly with foolish words. Well, excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? I did just hear this story. It's not like my memory is that bad. Actually, the defense is fine and does not need to hear the story. Very well. You may continue with your testimony, Miss Wright. I know there has to be something here I can use. But wait, she really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and quiet. Do you know the time? Like, maybe a little before 11 a.m. Something like that, I think. 11 a.m.? Yeah, like, my stomach is totally ready for, like, food. No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when someone came into your room? Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. So sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it. Why do you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Witness about this person who entered the site. Absolutely sure. I guess. Yes. Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright? The defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw this? You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing the dead one alive again? But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the awkward. But I, like, know all about the courage and... The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said. Should I drop this line of question further? So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. Ow! Don't keep badgering me. You know the phrase, objection. Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important? She was channeled, so Maya was being possessed by me. So, I don't know if it was her. It was Maya. Is there... This is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm, like, totally cool with that. I wasn't, like, scared at all. And, like, her costume looked totally, like, normal. So, there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance? Like, yeah, nothing was, like, weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go in? That was a very well spun lie, Miss Amy. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and... But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister human. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you with this. The blood scrap. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking... What are you staring about? You're all... That witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry, I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. After the murder party. Like, the side room was, kinda dark, you know? So, the costume was, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the challenge. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Or, I guess not. Very well. You may question the witness. Okay, still good. Question. That's my correct. And what was your sister, Miss Speedy Knight, like at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Grant. But I think, she said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go and apologize to this man. Maybe Spirit really saved all that to you. Yeah. And then... was your sister calm by that time? I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Great, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Finch. The sooner the better. She says that they're equipped like the ready. Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling team, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place. When do you the side room. I'm talking about when you were in the side room, of course. Like, no, nothing's changed. What should I do? It's harder. Think hard. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix. I wonder if I put too much faith in his ability to do anything. It's no good. I can't find anything. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of pitch in your statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times it is. We can't give up. Well, why is there a bolt? Goldilocks. You didn't see the blood? Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. That's Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue. Talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing's changed. Seems to rather good. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I totally can. It's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important. Yes, because it is very important. Very well. That's fine. You will. Please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I'm doing pretty good so far, but now I'm having trouble. Try to remember that time. Oh, like, I remember, like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of the witness is never a dead end. It's no good. You can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that.
Objection!
Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. Like, this That's right. Excuse me. But how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Mindy's? You're such a hopeless case. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trouble. Like, okay. Oh, I can't breathe. Get me out of here. It has to be something here. One of these four. Added this. I feel like it's something on this. What? I finally found the fault. Or yes, in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this one. Like, there are cracks. Do you see them? So? Like, what does that prove? I think it was too early for the ball.
Objection!
Who cares about some worn out? Like, yeah. I already, said I didn't see, anyone on the way to the channel. I didn't, totally say anything about, an urn. It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time, there was no way you could have not seen this person.
Take that!
I'd like to introduce someone. This is Miss Morgan Faye's daughter, Pearl. Yes? And how has this child grown? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center. Oh. And she just happens to break this room. Oh, wait, she broke the urn? Yup, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Miss Mindy. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Mindy. You are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Mindy, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder.
Objection!
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, sleeping in the side room. Was she really sleeping in the side room? There's no way. There's no way. Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible. because there's clearly a contradiction. Where's this contradiction? I want to see what this is. It's probably... it's interesting. Earlier in your testimony, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one from the channeling team, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Park were not. We had gone to the place. So, like, what does that have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did, in fact, go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. But look at the manure guidance. If one were to go between the side room and the channel, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question.
Objection!
Don't ask a question off of a basis assumption. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table history case, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah, the only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Probably in the channeling chamber.
Take that!
Smiley was here, of course. What? But that's... the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Order. That's right. Mr. Phoenix, right. Have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Was she really there? Was she here or here? I can think of that and there. Why would she be here? So, she said that she smelled something. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that was about, I want to try here first.
Take that!
Here, of course. Behind the folding screen. Oh, don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on this slime ball. Now, Miss Miney. When so young, you shouldn't be. Shut it, Grimes. As if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipes left the birth. Guess I should drop it along. Oh, the witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. The clothing box!
Take that!
Great. What? Miss Miney, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime? It was very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box. No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory is Audit is creepy when she was hiding.
Objection!
That's why the bullet hole was in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yes, I can with some evidence. And now, I present the piece of evidence that this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Dad, what are you saying?
Take that!
Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid, as if there's any sort of evidence in that clothing box. This is... what on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the box, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the box. It went through the screen and then into the box. It's mine. You were hiding behind the folded screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Wright. Order. So what you're saying? Then, Mr. Hughes, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Mrs. Riley? That is exactly what I am saying. Miss Amy Riley, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a woman's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness used the clothing box as a crime, pretended to be pretended, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. No, it's possible. I'm sure it's possible if you were to try. Ow! I don't want to hear it. If you're going to give me it, then give me some proof along with it. Where did Amy Miney get the costume then? How about the wig? I wasn't talking about that exactly. I meant people, humans. If you want to do something bad, then that's enough. Beyond simply proposing that it is possible for one person to commit this crime, it is the duty of a lawyer to back up his or her claims. Yeah, it's your duty. If you can't do that, then your proposal falls flat. Yeah, it totally falls flat. Why do you have to hurt me so? It's alright, Phoenix. Huh? It isn't possible for one person to commit this crime, but... That's right. It really isn't possible for one person to do all the preparations like this. Ow! You remind me of foolish received moments. Wait, this one card. You said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You can't be serious. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. Was it her? Was it her?
Take that!
It wasn't someone from Crane Village who shouldn't have gotten this costume. And it wasn't from someone from the Bay House who wouldn't have that box. Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had? What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Oh, I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the killer. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the courthouse. She did that so she could take my place in Frankfurt for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot as a attack. And that is why the hole in the folding screen is so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, you forced Elliot into the television. That's fine. She immediately covered her own crush and pretended to be violent. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma. Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would be stood to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix, your argument is flawed in one very crucial way. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Working together with the media, pretending to be one, putting on this whole. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Lee want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Motive. I can't say she has no motive. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? I know, I'll say it. Should be... The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Is it a newspaper clipping, or is it her?
Take that!
Just so I thought... Sister's dead? Yeah, because through that accident you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray charged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on that? What do you mean? See, I'm stupid. I'm like going to explain, so like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I like wanted revenge, then like I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like the guy that thought of the spirit thing was like Dr. Gray. It was like a total coincidence he asked me out about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see, ouch! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answers. But this man was statement is true. Revenge plan is over the top, and she has no motive. Furthermore, there's no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to put this plan. Don't even have any true decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate. So many false Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really... What happened? I thought I had her for sure. See, like, it's just as I told you. I hope you like your slice of humble pie. Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Milani. Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute. Alright, you can't lose here. Have faith in yourself. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix, everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer. You want to say that you have a congruent mind. Why did she kill him? Can you provide your reason? Probably. Can I really do this? Yes, I can. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miley had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Yes, I'll let you have your chance. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Hey. Yvonne Carmel only cares about the perfect one. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me. I will throw you out right now. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We'll continue the cross-examination after. Hey, wait a second. Yeah. Oh, I did good on that one. Well, what's next? Is it really true about my hair? I'm afraid so. There's no way Edie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than Harriet. That's terrible. Why would my hair? Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Miss Von Carmel, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened here today. Don't you have something better to be worried about? Say, your own situation. Looking down at me, even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know if you defeat me. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. Court will now reconvene the story. Yes, Your Honor? Can you prove Miss Imani had it? Yes, I believe I can. Imani and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. So, we'll bring in the doctor, right? That is the car accident 1 year ago. What have I looking for? Miss Miley, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motor. I, don't see the point in, bringing up facts. Miss Miley, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good. That was, last year. Something really bad happened, my sister's clinic, right? And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of the jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows, day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Ugh, those were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip. Yes, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did, in fact, drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Nice. malpractices, where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, meaning mine? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, wanted to blame it on my sis.
Objection!
That is, it has nothing to do with our murder. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Mine's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Mine is the one who made the mistake. But, it really wasn't my sis.
Hold it!
The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, it was at, 1 a.m. or so, I think. I had, a paper due, really soon. So, I hadn't slept and was working, real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. So sad. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. I kept wanting to forget that time. So, I don't remember things about the accident in, detail. Well, it's alright. No need to push yourself. I think I, gave an interview after the accident. That would probably be the most accurate. If it's that article, then I've already got it. There's got to be some sort of secret slipping in this testimony. Yes, so let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this. She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? She had to talk to the police and, was being investigated. Every day. It was, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder that this car accident happened. Press harder. So, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? What are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True. But, I don't, have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license. It's fine. Please amend your testimony. Okay. Anyway. What is this?
Objection!
Miss Miney, that was a way wide just now. What do you mean? I knew you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney? That's right. Yeah, I had, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you hadn't. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hahn, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking about? That fake clinic director? Yes, the perverted fake clinic. No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? What the? That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license. Ow! Cry and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm glad you get it, but even if I had my license, I don't think my sis would have let me drive. Yo, don't just stand there mean to yourself. Not you too, man, with the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? Yeah, that's because I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please. And, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. I wouldn't be allowed. Like, around that time, I was like really close to getting my license. My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She like would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." So like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Oh. It was a new car. Yeah, she had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. It was her boyfriend's initials. It was a really special one. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I'm sorry, I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor, yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Though to be honest, I don't know what the point is. I'm just fine. Will you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. Hold it pretty forcefully. I don't actually know what to ask about cars. That's for the heck of it, okay. So, yes. What am I supposed to make for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, they're expensive, and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It would seem there's no benefit to them. Like, this whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know? That sleek, permanent, wildly expensive, handling the ongoing inner transmission, the cold reason, her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. That was when the accident occurred, correct? Like, yeah. I, like, immediately reached for the side door and fled, like, in place. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. There's something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural sound. But we have to attack it, and by doing so, the flaw will show itself. It has to. Do you really think so? Believe, there is a path. Mia almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. I can think of is the article. So what do you mean by really close? Like, I have one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called. Permit? Wow, the big name lawyer doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. A nurse is to be looked. What is with her? all she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? Is that a weird thing to say? No way. It doesn't sound like very responsible driving. Yeah, it's just the article. I don't know where to. Was your sister good at driving? She was like totally awesome. She like said she was going to be like racing queen of the nursing home. Somehow, I think she got my question off track again. Okay, I don't know. Okay, what's that? Miss Marty, I did not think it would be that. Do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this. But I opened the right door. Like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite of the British car. Opposite. Two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. What do you mean by this? Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Order in the court. Order. Mr. Beatty's right. It's blabbering nonsense. He said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what he said. Yes, that is where it started. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real group of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one. I'd like to ask the court a question. Who was really driving that? And the answer is Edie Miney, of course. Why would you say that? Miss Edie Miney just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat. Oh, I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spent his time. At that time, Miss Edie Miney had not yet received her driver's license. And that is why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. Looks like you still don't see the real truth. Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? Alright, the answer is the one person who had a driver's license. After all, that makes her the only person who can drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Edie Miney, was the one in the driver's license. Which leads us to the next question. Next question. Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this? This witness's name is. I'll tell you what her name is. Look at all that look at all the health I'll lose if I get this wrong. What? Wait, oh she's driving. But she's actually No way, no way. It's not this. It's actually this. It's actually Mini Mighty. Does she realize?
Objection!
Of all the foolish trouble, then how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted to the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. Oh, but being in mind, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Instead, the body they found at the crash site. That was the body of the real Mimi. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Mighty? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Mimi. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Mighty from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Mighty was still, in fact, alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening, at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray. Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Amy, I mean, Miss Von Karma, why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Oh, witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching the so close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Mighty wanted her old self to disappear because of this.
Take that!
That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was dead. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi. That's right. The person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mistake, Mimi Mighty had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients died in that incident, and her own sister's life was extinguished. It was all too much to do. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past instead of her life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. Yeah, sure. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo jumbo. Becoming Eden has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved mysteries, such as why did Miss Mighty choose to go with such a complicated couple? And why did Miss Mighty agree to help her execute? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, my family. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Franziska von How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world. How is she even reaching me from there? Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix. This court is a fraud, a sham. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright begins consciousness, so I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Yeah, that is all. This court is adjourned. Oh, yay, I did it. That was pretty easy, I guess, but I don't know, that's still a little trouble. Congratulations, Maya. What's this? It's good to see you. How are you doing? Sis. I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent. I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shown Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi and I didn't like to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Anna would have witnessed witnesses. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail. Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know, but I really don't want something like this to happen ever. I'm fine because I have you to help me out. But every time something happens, I lose something special. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, tell me why my aunt did something so horrible. Why was she helping me mind with a plan like that? I just don't understand. It's over. Why don't we just go? Nick, please, I need an answer. Reason Morgan helped. I never says. No, I don't know this one. I don't get it. Yeah. This whole thing. I just don't know the answer to this one. I'm just as confused about the situation actually is. So why the thanks? I don't know that one at all. Hold on. My precious girl. You're the only one suitable to be the master of brain. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless source carry out the murder and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying witness and camera girl. That might have been. But I shall be patient, my dearest pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Oh, come on. That's kind of mean. It's not a very nice thing to do. I did it.